I have not seen a magnetic keyboard like this or with this. What even is this? It looks so cool, and that's not even the craziest part because it actually spins and it does have some functions that we're going to be checking out later. But yeah, this is not the only crazy thing about this keyboard. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out. Wow. What is this magnetic keyboard? I definitely have not seen anything like this. I'm very excited. It looks so cool. But yeah, that seems to be everything inside the box. Very nice premium packaging. Really love the case here. Pretty much all of the accessories that you will be needing will come with the box. I didn't see any keycap switch puller though, but not really a big deal, not gonna lie. But yeah, first impressions on the keyboard. Again, I have not seen anything like this. I mean, just look at the side profile. The insides are exposed. You can actually see the layers. This is full metal, by the way. And like, look at this. You can actually see what's going on here. It is connected on this knob that I'm pretty sure we can turn. Oh my gosh, bro. What? I have not seen anything like this on a keyboard. The gears are actually turning, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not only for design. We can actually assign some functions to this that we're gonna be checking out later. But yeah, I got the Moonshadow coated variation over here, but you can also get it in the Starburst Orange coated, or Deep Space Titan anodized, or Silver Orbit anodized. All of the variations look very nice and clean. Really love what I got over here. But okay, for the keycaps, these are double shot PBT, very high quality, no problems with them. Then for the switches, yes, this keyboard is compatible with other TTC or Gateron like magnetic switches because it is using a TTC switch. These are TTC King of Magnetic RGB switches. I really love these switches. I've tested the TTC King of Magnetic non-RGB, but yeah, this should be pretty similar. It does have a clear shell, so we're definitely going to be seeing the RGB shine through these switches. Closed bottom, very minimal wiggle wobble as expected of TTC King of Magnetics. One of the most stable magnetic switches. Here's a quick little sound test. But okay, now let's go ahead and listen to the whole keyboard with the switches and the keycaps on. But okay, I think that sounds pretty okay. I mean, can be personal preference, again, the sound, but yeah, I can see some people liking it. But for me personally, it's pretty okay. I won't call it good sounding, to be honest, personally. But yeah, I appreciate the efforts though. There is some lube here on the space bar. Stabilizers, I meant. And there is some foam silicone here as well. I think this is silicone, yeah. Definitely helps in making the keyboard sound better. But there is a little bit of a rattle actually on the space bar despite it being lubed. The TTC KOMs are not really focused on making it sound better. Or I think for me personally, I don't find them like sounding that good. They're pretty okay, decent. But yeah, its focus is definitely more on the performance and stability, which I can feel over here. So I can definitely see a lot of people liking that. But yeah, for the sound, for me personally, they're okay, but not good. Can be totally personal preference though, so if you like the sound, good for you. You can also see the layers inside over here. I mean, other than the plate, foam in the middle, PCB, I actually don't really see much layers anymore. I can see the PCB through the holes, so I don't really think there is any foam under this. I really appreciate the efforts in making the keyboard sound good. Again, I have no problems with the sound. I can definitely see it being good for some people, but yeah, I won't really call the sound its strong point for me personally. But okay, enough with the sounds. How about the performance? Now, of course, this is a magnetic keyboard. You can adjust the actuation points. It also does have rapid trigger. It apparently has a 0.01mm accuracy, very accurate. It does have 8000 Hz polling rate and 16,000 Hz scan rate. It's also apparently the world's first magnetic keyboard with hardware temperature drift control, which will give you a stable rapid trigger accuracy after 60 hours of gaming. And it also has a web-based device center or software, which we're going to be checking out to see its SOCD, DKS if it has those features, as well as what we can do with this knob, or they also call it the planetary gear set, which is definitely one of the things that makes this keyboard very unique and amazing. And if I haven't mentioned yet, this is inspired by Halo, the video game series. So if you're a huge fan of Halo, I can definitely see this being an amazing option keyboard for you. But okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and plug this keyboard in over here and see its RGB. It is pretty bright. I don't really have any problems with the brightness of the RGB, and this thing is also lighting up, as you can see, which will give it that reflection over here if it's dark. Let me try turning off some lights if we'll be able to see it. It's currently kind of on breathing right now, the effect of the light, but yeah, you can see it lighting up over here. We'll see the other effects we can do, but yeah, that can also indicate the different modes you are at. But okay, I have the web-based software over here. Let's go ahead and connect the iSpring 63 RT, and I'm gonna need it to be in English. Okay, this one on the bottom left, select it English. So we're currently in live mode, but we also have Valorant mode, which does make the keys more sensitive on WASD and spacebar, and then battle mode self-only as well. Now we can apparently switch through these different modes using the knob over here. Okay, I switched to Valorant mode. As you can see, it's blinking red now. Let's continue scrolling down, or scrolling. Okay, now we're in battle mode. And then if we scroll more, it will turn to self-only mode. But yeah, we can also create different profiles or upload profiles. But yeah, if we want the knob to act like a volume knob and not for the different modes, hold FN and then scroll. Yeah, as you can see, the volume. Okay, I'm gonna keep mine on 60. That is a very nice use of the knob, but yeah, we also have more instructions over here on the manual if we want more different functions, effects. The self-only mode, I'm pretty sure this is where we can actually customize it. So yeah, as you can see, very customizable. I love how they put it all on a single line here. So tremors may be detected bottom release. So yeah, we definitely would want to add some dead zone later. But yeah, let's do 0.1mm for these keys. I'm not gonna go to too much detail on my reasons on why I set these specific settings, since I already made a different video for that. But yeah, we can go down to as low as 0.01mm for the rapid trigger. Also have continuous rapid trigger, custom dead zone. I like that. Okay, I think I found a little bug on the software. Do not click deselect, because it kind of resets all of the settings for some reason. So just, I guess, unselect them like this. Should be very easy to fix, or who knows, while you're watching this video it might have already been fixed. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with these settings. Feel free to copy along if you want. But yeah, we can also change the different F and layer modes and functions if we'd like. We can also select different switches, but this is not really that important. We can also key calibration, which I do recommend. And that's pretty much it for the performance tab over here. Moving on to lighting effects. That is the light that is shown right now. Oh wait, this is for the knob light actually, my bad. Let's do steady light. I do like the steady light over here, so we can actually see it reflecting. Very customizable knob light. But yeah, we also have the keyboard light, and we can also customize if we don't like any of these. But if you know me, I do like reactive ones like these. Let's switch that to red so we can also match the knob light. We're already on the max brightness. For the speed, I'm pretty happy with this. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the lighting effects. Moving on to keys remap. So yeah, we can remap the keys if we'd like. Very nice. Even the F and layers. Moving on to the advanced keys. This is where we will be able to set Rappy Snappy, SOCD, DKS, mod tap, toggle key. Pretty much all of the necessary features you will be needing is over here. More than the necessary features actually. But yeah, I'm gonna set my A and D on SOCD. Very customizable SOCD, by the way. And yeah, it does work amazingly. But yeah, now moving on to the settings. We can choose the language, restore factory settings, I can treat that. We can change the tick rate, debounce. So if you're experiencing any double clickings, I really like this one, by the way. Then we can also change the response rate. And we also have a firmware upgrade, actually. Okay, this seems like a pretty helpful upgrade, actually. Let's do that. Connect bootloader. Finally, Ice Ring RT63 upgrader. I think that's what we're waiting for. Connect that, and there we go. It's finally progressing. Okay, I had to refresh the website a little bit, plug and plug the keyboard a little bit, but who knows, that might not happen to you. Let's see if all the settings saved. Okay. I wish more keyboards has that option to like restore the previously before the upgrade settings, which would definitely help a lot. But for some reason as well, the rapid trigger kind of turned off on my SOCD keys over here. Just a little bug, but okay, it should be good now. But yeah, again, I'm very satisfied with the software over here. I love it. All of the features I need. It's very easy to set as well. There might be some bugs here and there, but not really a big deal, and can definitely be easily fixed. Very customizable. It's also very easy to switch through different profiles. You can also create your own or upload your own. Has all of the features that you will be needing. Did I already mention that? But yeah, again, we should be on 8000 Hz polling rate. Let's try that out on the Keyboard Inspector app. Now, I'm not 100% sure how accurate Keyboard Inspector is, but for those that are curious on the results, here they are. Pretty 8000 Hz polling rate. Some weird spikes here. Let's do one more test. Yeah, that's pretty 8000 Hz polling rate. Here are the results for those that are interested. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and play with this keyboard more.
Spike down A.
Gago mali.
One enemy remaining.
Wait lang, Mix. Kalma lang.
One enemy remaining.
Mind, sige. Diretso mo na.
You had your fun. My turn.
I'm going up. Upper. Dishes. Nice. We got it.
And here.
Come here, guys.
Mid, fighting close.
One enemy.
Short like A.
Ayan.
Wow. Stun mo to.
Stun. Or di ata stun.
Two side.
On the side.
Jenny picking. Jenny.
I'm stuck, bro.
Okay,
There's a knob on mid. Good shot.
One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
And then I can
Oh,
Oh, very good. Cutting through. Guys.
one marker. One marker.
One enemy remaining.
City. I'm low.
So after playing and testing with the Ice Ring 63 RT, here's my experience so far. Now gaming wise, as you saw from the gameplay, my ace, those are all competitive matches in Valorant. It didn't hold me back when I was gaming. The rapid trigger, as soon as I lift up the key, it does deactivate, and as soon as I press the low actuation point keys, it does activate. And yeah, the SOCD worked. Again, didn't really encounter any issues, and surprisingly, that is also the case for the spacebar. I mean, a lot of magnetic keyboards have double clicking spacebars with the most sensitive actuation points and settings for the spacebar, but for my case, or for this keyboard, I didn't really encounter any issues like that, which makes daily use with this keyboard even better, not just for gaming. So yeah, I really liked using the keyboard for my daily use as well, typing, browsing the internet, editing. Really loved it. Had an amazing experience. I really like the arrow keys as well. It doesn't have the delete key, which I hope it had, but it didn't. But I'm pretty used to the FN plus backspace combination. It's very easy to remap the FN layers on the web-based software. Another thing I want to mention about this keyboard is how easy it is to travel with. I mean, it is light, even though it is full metal, so durable but light. And even though it's light, it actually does feel very high quality. I really liked it. And it is pretty compact, if you can't tell already. If you're looking for a portable magnetic keyboard for work or for gaming as well, this is an amazing option as well. Now talking about the ring or the planetary, what do they call it again? Planetary gear set. I honestly think it's amazing, very innovative. I really like the look of it. Seeing all the gears turn is very cool. So if you want a cool aspect on your magnetic keyboard or your keyboard, here you go. And I think having the RGB on the back over here makes the keyboard look so good on my setup as well. The way it's reflecting on your table is very visible, but at the same time doesn't hurt your eyes because it's not directly pointed at you, which is I really like. But yeah, going back to the ring, the planetary gear set, I also think it is pretty useful, especially when you're switching to different profiles. Maybe you're playing different games or you want to have one for your work, for typing. I mean, yes, you could argue that it's been around the switch profiles with some shortcuts so to easily switch, but yeah, this is just an amazing way to switch profiles, and it's a thing for this keyboard. It's not a thing for every magnetic keyboard out there, the quick switch profile thing. So yeah, I really appreciate that over here. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but when I was exploring the software, I didn't really see any way to reprogram the functions of the planetary gear set knob over here. It's mainly for changing profiles and for the volume. I hope in the future they also add it, or who knows, it might already be, I just missed it. But yeah, I hope it is gonna be customizable, the functions you can do with this knob, because it'll be even better. Would I recommend it? Do I think it's worth it? Now the price of this keyboard will be 129 USD, which is, not gonna lie, is cheaper than I expected it to be. I was expecting it to be like around $150 plus, but 129, I think that is an amazing price. I mean, all metal, amazing performance. You get this cool planetary gear setting. If you like all of the features you've heard over here, $129 is so worth it. So yeah, I guess it's pretty obvious. I would recommend it. And you can argue that it sounds pretty good, but again, like I said, it doesn't really sound that good for me. But if you really want it to sound good, you can, buy some switches. Just listen to this. I just installed these Whichway Studios Flux switches, and let's compare that to the KOM's RGB. Like, listen to this. This is the KOM switches. Then these are the Whichway Studio Flux switches. Again, KOMs, Flux. Now again, this can totally be personal preference. At the end of the day, which do you think sounds better is your choice. But if stability is your goal, then these KOM RGBs are great. I think it is worth it for 129 USD. And who knows, they actually might have different switch options when they're selling the keyboard. So make sure to double check if it's only the KOMs or other switches. But yeah, if you're interested, I'll be putting this keyboard first link in the description. And please use those links because those will be my affiliate links. It would really support the channel a lot. And please use my discount code REALMIGS, REALMIGSS. I'm not sure if you will get some discount though, but might as well put it. A little disclaimer as well, this keyboard is sent to me by Dry Studios, but that won't change my review though. Everything that you've been hearing me say about this keyboard are my honest opinions and review. But yeah, I pray and hope that this video helped you in some way. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye bye.